What's up, my friends? It is Mr. Gallows, of course, and welcome back to another Star Wars video. But this one's going to be a little different because we are in Star Wars Celebration weekend right now, and I literally just got done watching the panel for the Rise of Skywalker, and I wanted to kind of give you guys a reaction video, I guess you could say. I wasn't planning on doing this, but after seeing that panel, I just felt like, coming in here and turning on my camera real quick, giving you guys a reaction to the Rise of Skywalker. So yeah, can we start with that title? First of all, the Rise of Skywalker. My reaction to that, my initial reaction to that, what? Like, wait, hold on a second. Like, all of the news coverage leading up to this movie was specifically saying this is the end of the Skywalker saga. The trailer itself even says, this is the end of the saga, so what do they mean, the Rise of Skywalker? I thought the Skywalkers were exiting the universe. We were going in a brand new direction, so what does this title mean? That's the biggest thing that I'm just kind of in shock right now, because that was not, I don't think any of us were expecting anything to do with Skywalker. We were expecting something like the fall of the Resistance or the rise of the First Order or something to do with like the balance of the Force or something like that. The Rise of Skywalker? Like, so wait a minute, like we're going back to Skywalkers now? There are more Skywalkers in the universe? See, maybe the Rey theories are true, the Rey Skywalker theories are true, the Rey Solo theories could be true as well. And also, the other thing that I'm definitely in shock about, what was up with Palpatine? What was up with Palpatine in that trailer? What's going on? Are the Palpatine theories true? There's a lot of different Palpatine theories floating around the universe that have been going on for several years now, saying that Rey is somehow connected to Palpatine, that Luke is somehow secretly connected to Palpatine, and they could be going in kind of like an expanded universe direction with it. Maybe Palpatine did clone himself after all, because we see that shot in the trailer of, that's obviously the remnants of the Death Star. It's in that ocean planet, and we see the ring of the Death Star there centered, the remnants of the Death Star centered in the mountain ranges there, that craggy ocean line of that ocean planet. And that's when we hear Palpatine's laugh right after that. So is this a planet where Palpatine cloned himself? Or I don't know how that works. I'm just throwing out ideas now, but is there some location that they go to that Palpatine would go to clone himself? Is he back? Because, Ian McDiarmid is still very involved in the Star Wars community. They could definitely bring him back, right? Something I did love about the trailer, Billy D. Williams back in the pilot seat again of the Millennium Falcon, man. Back with Chewie flying the Falcon, man. Yeah, come on, it's a little bit of fan service, right? But I just love that. I love seeing that. I don't care that Lando's going to just have a small part in this movie. It's obviously going to be a very memorable one, for sure, and I really can't wait to see him piloting the Falcon again with Chewie. It's going to be so cool. Let's see. And the beginning of the trailer, I also want to talk about the beginning of the trailer too. Kind of caught me off guard a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you guys. They have to keep in mind that, Star Wars, this isn't Avengers, guys. Star Wars is not a superhero movie, and that's what it reminded me of. Like, that scene with Rey and, running in speed with Kylo Ren's ship and then flipping over and then, obviously grabbing onto the back of his ship. I kind of remember seeing that in another movie called Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it was cool in Black Panther because it fit. And I'm not saying that Rey can't do that. I'm not saying that Jedi don't have, amazing abilities like that would, where they could do that, right? I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm not saying that it didn't look cool, right? I'm just saying that it kind of caught me off guard a little bit because it's like, wow, this is really a modern Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Because we wouldn't see Luke Skywalker like flipping over a TIE fighter like that, and it doesn't get that crazy. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not saying that Jedis don't have that ability. All I'm saying is that it reminded me of a Marvel movie. Like, it reminded me of a superhero movie. And I hope that's not the direction that they're going in, because I don't want to see a Marvel movie. I want to see a Star Wars movie. It's important to keep that feel, that raw feel of Star Wars, and not get too fantastical. But then again, I guess they have already got pretty fantastical with the movie, so we have to expect some serious changes. I know that, let's see, what else was there? The new droid is cool, Dio. I thought Dio looked really cool, another really cool practical design. Kind of a lackluster panel, though. I don't really remember that much from the panel. Stephen Colbert was really funny. He was great. I loved all the jokes that he was able to manifest there with the cast. Was great. We learned some interesting tidbits. Daisy Ridley said that she had there's a lot of books to go through, so maybe she's not through the entire thing yet. We also heard Luke Skywalker's voice in the trailer, and I believe that Luke Skywalker, unfortunately, I think it's going to be kind of like. That scene, there was a scene in, I can't remember which Marvel movie it is now, but where Thor and Loki are going to see their father up on the cliff, and he just has this very brief moment to say goodbye to them. And I fear that Luke Skywalker is going to have a scene like that in this movie, which is strange to me because I don't want Luke to come back. And then we heard Mark Hamill also confirm in interviews a couple weeks ago, actually, where he was once again kind of trashing on Disney, saying, I got shafted, they only gave me one movie. And this audio from Mark Hamill in the trailer, it sounds like a small scene. It sounds like just a small scene of him saying basically goodbye to people, like, yeah, I was gone too soon, I'm coming back for just a small scene. And that's not what I want to see. I had an earlier theory where I was discussing that Luke may be living out like a Gandalf the White storyline, where he's going to be back in the universe, that the powers that be in the universe are going to send him back for a period of time until the story is finished. But again, judging by that audio, it sounds like a goodbye. It sounds like Luke saying goodbye, I'm turning this over to the new generation. And everybody was, cool, Oscar, Daisy, Isaac, Kelly Marie Tran. Oh my gosh, it was so heartwarming to see all that support for Kelly Marie Tran. I'm so glad that she got that. And there's a new cast member. I can't remember her name. I remember her, Jenna. I remember her name in the universe, but I'll have to do some research to remember her name, because she's a brand new cast member. Again, Steven did a great job. JJ was great. Kathleen Kennedy still BSing everybody as always. God, she is. I really can't stand listening to her. Sitting up there talking about like, what's so important to us is realizing that we have a responsibility to all of you guys. Yeah, okay. What was The Last Jedi, Kathleen? I mean, come on, I hate to, she sits up there. And notice how they bring JJ and Kathleen out at the same time so that, she won't get any boos, because I'm sure there were nobody's going to boo JJ, but, because I'm sure there'd be a lot of boos, but, anyway, that's a different subject. But as for the trailer, I feel that, it's a nice teaser trailer, lots of incredibly revealing information. I'm definitely going to be looking through and dissecting that, but what's most surprising to me, again, going back to the beginning, is the Rise of Skywalker. It's very exciting, it's very enticing, but what is going on? Because, were they just playing with us by saying that this is the end of the saga? Look, what does the Rise of Skywalker mean? Like, what does that mean? It could mean a lot of different things, but right now it looks like the focus is remaining on the Skywalkers, which is really strange, because we've been told that this is the end. But now we have episode 9 as the Rise of Skywalker. Notice how it's singular too, it's not plural. It's the Rise of Skywalker. So is it the rise of an idea? Okay, now I'm getting something. Is it the rise of an idea, right? Is Skywalker the name of the new light side? And that's what they mean. You see what I'm getting at here, guys? Like, instead of calling it the Jedi Order, instead of calling it the light side, it's called Skywalker. Maybe Skywalker is what the Force, both light and dark side, somehow are going to manifest and verge into. And it's going to be called Skywalker. It's like Skywalker is going to be like the new Force. Like, we have the Force, and then we have the religion that's surrounding the Force, which is called Skywalker. And this is the Rise of Skywalker. See, so now we're talking about nobody having family ties, because in that circumstance it would be okay for nobody to have family ties, because even though it's the Rise of Skywalker, we're talking about the religion, we're talking about the practice. So see, now nobody has to be related to Skywalker. So there's an interesting idea right there. But if they are referring to the family name, it's really strange, because we also have Palpatine featured in this trailer as well. Which could be, it could be a giant, mislead. It really could be. It could be just like, they walk into like an ancient Sith temple or something like that, and there's an old recording of Palpatine, and he's just laughing, and it's just a huge mislead. So you guys got to keep that in mind as well. But if the Skywalker is pertaining to the family, and we have Palpatine in there as well, there could be a lot of fan theories that are potentially coming true in this situation, where the Skywalker and Palpatine bloodlines are crossing somewhere. There's a lot of theories, like I said, about Rey being connected to Palpatine, that she's a Palpatine clone. There's a lot of theories like that floating around. But also, it's worth mentioning too that, if Palpatine is back in some way, shape, or form, if it's not a mislead, and he is back in some way, shape, or form, because Ian McDiarmid did come out before they played the trailer for the second time. He did come out on stage. So if they're bringing him back in some way, shape, or form, that's very, very interesting, because it could be possible that he's just behind everything, right? That he's behind everything that's been going on. But at the same time, isn't it kind of cheap to do that? Because Palpatine, once again, everything is supposed to be ending, yet in this trailer we have everything coming back again. Very interesting contrast to what we've been hearing. We've been hearing that this is the end of everything, but now we have the Skywalker title, and now we have Palpatine coming back as well. And something about that feels kind of cheap. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not a mislead and they are going in that direction, where are you guys going with this? You know what I'm saying? Are we just rekindling everything from the past? Is that what's going on here? Because I want to see Star Wars go in a new direction. As much as I love the Skywalker storyline and everything, I want to see Star Wars go in a new direction. So let me know what you guys think about that idea that I was just discussing about Skywalker. Remember, singular, not plural. Skywalker being the new light side, the new form of Jedi religion in the next trilogies coming up. And that's what we're celebrating here. The rise of Skywalker, the rise of the new Jedi religion in the universe that balances both the light and the dark. Really interesting concept. So again, a lot of things to see from the trailer. I'm sure you guys are going to be dissecting it like me, and coming up with a bunch of cool theories. So go ahead and leave all your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great White Void. I'm going to be reading them and taking them for ideas for videos and stuff like that. So please voice all your opinions. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And I'll see you back probably maybe tomorrow or the next day or something like that for another reaction video if anything big happens. But right now I'm late for the live stream, so I gotta go. Voice all your thoughts and opinions down below, and I'll see you guys back here for the next video very soon. May the Force be with you all, and enjoy your Star Wars celebration, guys. Later.